Hey everybody, how's it going? So yeah, I'm rearranging some things up in here. Trying to get it where I can see you guys better, have easier access to things. We changed some office stuff, and so yeah, getting the groove on. I feel like this is super. Let me do this real quick. I don't know. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hopefully it's not as red looking here, or that y'all are seeing. So we are going, hey, Crystal, how are you? Yay! Good morning, Shelly. How are you? So we are going to go from start to finish. I find that, and just looking on Facebook, that, hey, Dawn, hey, Ashley, that I think you guys get more out of it when I do start to finish and not just break it up. And so when we come back to doing 3 a day, oh, yay, Connie just got her Christmas. Hey, Amy. And I'm not going to say your last name because I will mess that up. Oh, yay. Crystal's waiting on her system to come in. Girl, you are going to love it. Love it. So, yeah, I think what we're going to do, I'm going to go back to, when we go back to doing 3 a day, I think I'm still going to do the 10 o'clock for skincare. The 11 o'clock, I'm going to do the whole thing. And then 3 o'clock, we'll do lashes or maybe a tweak or two, where we can, like, maybe I'll do it for the day and then we tweak it to evening at the 3 o'clock. I think you get to share more. So if you're a Luminous Beauty consultant, you're able to, share it so people can see everything that you're doing. Connie's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So Connie, that's what these are for. Sorry, my sinuses are bad again. So that's why I sound very masculine this morning. They call me, when my voice gets like this is Henrietta. But then when it gets really bad, they call me Henry. When I sound like Batman. That's what they do. So good morning, Marissa. Good morning, Tony. But Connie's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's exactly what this is for. You're actually going to see it being done. You're able to ask questions. So when you go and when your system comes in and you're airbrushing, you'd be like, oh, that's what she was talking about. Or, oh my gosh, what the heck? And then come back and say, Heather, this is what happened. That's what we're here for. Just know that you can't, that you won't be perfect the very first time, and that's perfectly okay. But the trick is to, start to finish is great to share. I know I can't get over this sinus issue. It's killing me. So I found out my brother has really bad sinuses. I never knew that. So I'll be asking him what he does. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do Ricola. Okay. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be coughing all day long. So yeah, let's do start to finish. But like I said, when we go back to 3 a day, I'll do skincare, start to finish, and then either tweak or add lashes on the 3 o'clock. So, all right. Clean face. I have the AM serum on. I did put some snap back underneath. I'm like, what do y'all want to see? You know what we haven't used in a while is either X out or eraser. And so I think I'm going to use X out because that's what I have right here. Why is it when you get a good, like, I need a very strong cough drop, why do they have to taste so bad? Like, can't they taste good? Multi-symptoms. Okay. I'm doing Alka-Seltzer Nighttime Cold or Alka-Seltzer Cold Relief for the day, Mucinex, cough drops, and then last night I had to take cough syrup with codeine because I kept coughing all night long. All right, but I think it makes me sound like I have a sexy voice, so I just talk like this. Hi, welcome to Luminous. All right. All right, so we are going to start with X Out. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm going to shake it up. Usually I use the CC Concealer, the Peach Color Corrector. For Ashley, if you're wanting, if it's for like puffiness, use the blue. And then the red, I mean, you can alternate too, but I use the blue for puffiness. For the eye zone, yeah. All right, shaking this up. Now, let's talk coverages real quick. So if you're beginning and you're checking out the stuff that we have, one thing that you might see is there are Airbrush Essentials. And Airbrush Essentials comes with porcelain, eraser, and X Out. You will not use all three of those at once. I'm all about, then use the red. I'm all about like looking flawless and looking like you took a long time, but not. And so you'll never have to use all of those products at one time. Yeah, Connie, good question. Only put Luminous products in here. If you put a regular foundation or anything like that in here, it's going to clog it up. Not only will it clog it up, but it's going to void your warranty. And so you don't want to do that at all. So only put Luminous Airbrush products in your stylus. The way this stylus is designed, it's very precise. And our formulas are milled and designed to go through this airbrush. If you even use another airbrush, like especially one that's maybe a latex base, it will clog it up. It's not going to work. And so make sure you only put airbrush products, Luminous airbrush products in your stylus. Now, as far as coverage goes, eraser would be your first line of coverage. And then a little step above that is going to be X Out. I'm using the medium. Porcelain does not have any color, any coverage at all. It's just going to help boost the skin a little bit. Now, I'm not using porcelain because I don't need that extra moisturizer, and my Silk 4-in-1 has it in there, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can go in with my X Out. Now, X Out was designed mainly for under eye circles, but use it all over. Don't stop and use something else. Like, don't just use this underneath your eyes. You can use it everywhere. Don't take the time to, stop and put another product in there. Just use this for your coverage as well. And I'm just spraying that, going down. Now, if you're new to Luminous and you're wondering what these ladies are doing by putting their these emojis, if they put the thumbs up, the lips, and the lipstick, that means they are a Luminous beauty. They are not allowed to reach out to you. You have to reach out to them because I don't want 1,000 people messaging you. And so if you already have a connection with somebody, maybe it's somebody you see here all the time, maybe it's somebody who has the name as your sister-in-law, whatever the case may be, you can reach out to them, but they cannot reach out to you. I'm just trying to protect you, basically. I'm even going to put a little bit on my lid. I can go back underneath my eyes. Remember, with airbrushing, it's about making passes. You're not thinking about traditional, or you're not doing it like traditional makeup. You do not want to see it go on. And so I'm going to go back and make my passes. And there we go. Now I'm going to take my shade 3, and I still have a little bit in there, but it's going to blend very nicely with my foundation, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, I had to take, ooh, that cough drop was horrible. Sorry. All right. Now, when I'm airbrushing, I'm going over that X out to blend it. But I'm going to keep my stylus 4 finger widths away. Notice I keep moving, and I barely pull back on the trigger. When you first get your system, Connie, put water in here. This is where the makeup's going to go. Put water in here, put the cap on, and then just have fun with it. Do 4 finger widths away, keep moving, and barely pull back on the trigger. You want to play with water first, because that way you get to have fun. You get to experiment with it, and it's not, you know, any product. So you can just feel how it's going to feel on your face and have fun and play with it that way. But Bonnie, that's exactly right. Don't get intimidated by it, guys. What's going to happen, and I hear this all the time, is people have had their system and they don't use it because they're intimidated by it. And then they start using it and they're like, oh my gosh, why did I wait so long? And that's exactly right. It doesn't take long to figure out how to use it. It's a new way of putting makeup on. So it's not, I mean, you're going to have to get used to it, but it doesn't take long. We always tell people to use it 7 days in a row. And by that 7th day, they'll have a better handle on it. Every time you have this, every time you put this in your hand, you're going to have fun. You're going to learn. And even if you mess up, maybe have a day where you can mess up and just do crazy things with it, because you'll learn that way as well. The weekends are usually actually when I play with it and can experiment. I use different primers. I'll figure out what works, what doesn't work. Ashley, sometimes, oh, Ashley, because you're on YouTube, baby. They're on Facebook. They're on the Luminous Cosmetic Facebook page, and that's why you can't see theirs. I can see everybody's on here, but yeah, I'm sorry, babe. You can come to Facebook or you can stay on YouTube. Either way, it works. There's going to be things that you learn. There's things that I pick up. If I'm sweating when I'm airbrushing, which has been the case lately because I'm just not feeling well, I know not to powder really quickly, because if I'm sweating, you can already tell there's some glowing right here. And so if I'm sweating, I need to make sure that it's 100% dry. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to let it do its thing. And then once I dry down a little bit, if I want to powder it, then I can. You can also, hey, Dee, wow, how are you? Bathrooms are always hot. And so a lot of times I'll just take the stylus. My finger's not on the trigger. I'm just drying that area right there, so I can just let it dry a little bit before adding anything else to it. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add, yes, glisten. That's true, Ashley. Thank you for correcting me. Women don't sweat. We glisten. So I've been glistening a lot lately. All right, so now I'm going to add some eyeshadow. And guys, don't overthink your eyeshadow. This is the one thing, like, I'm very passionate about. Like, I want everybody to look amazing, but we don't have to spend a lot of time. Move that bad boy. Okay, so I'm just using 2 brushes. I'm going to use a flat eyeshadow brush and a blending brush. Hey, Gloria. Yes, exactly. That's a great idea. But Crystal, can you use powder contour and then cover with the airbrush? You sure can, Crystal. You actually can do it in any order. And so because the way airbrush is going on, it's like little pixels all over your face. So it's working with your skin. So definitely you can do your contouring beforehand and then airbrush over that. And maybe I'll do that tomorrow. That's something you can definitely do. This pop-up is going to kill me. I do not want the new version yet. And so you can, contour and that's probably what I should have done, knowing that I'm glistening a lot right now just because I'm not feeling well. I don't want to say it. I feel fine. It's just the sinus stuff. But anyway, and so that probably would have been better because as of right now, I can't do anything right here because I can already see that I'm glistening. And so I'm going to have to wait. And so that's a factor. But yes, you can do powder contour first and then airbrush over. A lot of times I even tell people if you're going to contour and do blush, even with airbrush, you can do it first, especially with our blush because it is so high pigmented that sometimes you get a little heavy handed. And then if you airbrush over it, it helps blend it in for you. So you don't have, my friend, I always called her, I would always say, oh, you got bronzer happy because she would have these like bronzer puffs on her face. And so you're able to blend that with the airbrush. All right, since I have a colorful shirt on, let's do some colorful makeup. I love the green. I love that moss green, but I've used it before. So what do I want to use? Do I want to use the purple or the blue? I haven't used the blue. Okay, so we'll do the blue, which is indigo, I believe. Yep, indigo. And then what I love about these, I'm using the click and play, and I love like going like that to see what colors go together. Oh, Michelle, yes, Lion King is I use that all the time, and you can tell in my the one that I have. Do I want to use that one, or do I want to go a little darker? I could use ginger. Let's go a little lighter. Yeah. Okay, let's go a little lighter. See, I'll show you. This is my Lion King one, and then you can tell which ones I use a lot. Boop. Those two all the time. All right. So now I'm going to take, let's do ginger and indigo and pop those off. I'm going to get my blending brush. This is ginger. And then I'm going to do this in my crease. And I've started to do the crease first because of the fact I always felt like I was having to touch up my lid after I did my crease. And so this way I feel like it's, again, less steps. Ooh, Ashley did the moss with the gray click and play in the crease. So pretty with the green liner. Oh, I bet that was gorgeous. No, Dee, we didn't stop. We still have our infomercials, girl. We still have our infomercials, and you can definitely get it that way or talk to one of our consultants. And then now I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to take moss. No, just kidding. Indigo. And I'm going to go in with a smaller, more precise blending brush. You don't like, Deborah, you don't like the pomegranate lip jelly? Is it the tingly? The tingly gets lighter. This color is so pretty. Now I'm going to go in and I'm actually just going to add it here. Normally I would do it on the whole lid, but I'm just getting it on right now. And then now I'm going to go back to my larger blending brush and blend that just on the outside lid. It is. I always say it's like red hots for your lips, because that's what it feels like to me, is red hots on the lips. Okay, so I'm going to do that right there. And then I'm going to add this one. Hey, Janet. Desert. And I'm just going to actually do it with my finger on the inside to lighten that up. And remember, look down and over to stretch that. And that way it sorry guys. It'll blend that a little bit more, not have that hard edge. And then I'm going to have some fun and do indigo as my liner. And then when we upgrade this, the blue that blue Persuasion eyeliner would be really good to use at this time too, just to make that pop. Or you can kind of set it off a little bit more and maybe use the gray or gosh, I'm sweating. I don't know why. You don't have to, Crystal. I did it with just the it is so pigmented. Those click and plays are so pigmented. You don't need to. But if you like it creamier, like it, you know, if you want to change it up a little bit, then yeah, definitely. You don't need a lot of water. I usually just use the circle in the sink and just wet my brush a little bit. But you don't have to at all because it's going to stay put. Yeah, it is. Love me some sinus problems. All right. To not get right here, because that's where I'm having my issues, I'm going to go in with the Lion King and do some contouring. Think I could do it without disturbing that area. Do a little bit of my forehead. Definitely the chin. I'm digging the blue eyes, though. All right. And put these together. And so I can put these up. But how are y'all liking the blue? Cool. This is indigo. Love it. All right, so now I'm going to go in and use, let's see, what do I want to use? This one, I'm seeing what I want to use on my lips. What is that one? I've used that one enough. Ah, everybody's loving the blue. Make some a little brighter. Okay, we'll use this one. I'm going to use the metallics. We're going to have some fun. I have a colorful shirt, colorful eyes. So we're going to do, I'm using the chromatic lip stains, which are the shimmery lip stains. And this is cranberry pop. I don't have my glasses on either. Oh, thank you. All right. And so in the 11 o'clock, we'll put lashes on. So you guys get to see that. So I'm going to do the cranberry pop. Make sure to get it all the way to that line. Now keep in mind, When using the lip stains, these go on very, very smooth. But once they're on, let them sit for a second and then lick your lips. I don't want to put my lips together while they're drying because that'll break up the stain. And so as you have them on, don't rub your lips together. You just want to leave them apart a little bit. Now you can top it with a lip gloss if you want to, but that will break up the stain. So if you can leave them by themselves, that's the best. But the color's really pretty too. All right, guys. So in the 11 o'clock, I'm going to add some shimmer and hopefully cool down a little bit. Add some shimmer here and here, and then we will add lashes. And then we'll be finished. And I'll take my hair down. So we'll see the completed picture afterwards. So airbrush is done. Most of the makeup is done. We're just going to add a little bit of shimmer and just a little bit, because with the shimmer on the lips, I don't want to look too, and me sweating. I'm sorry, glistening. I don't need to add much more. But yeah, airbrush takes only seconds. It's going to cut your getting ready time in half. And at first it might not seem that way, because a lot of times people are like, oh, I'll airbrush when I have more time, or no, you can airbrush in seconds, guys. But again, the more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn. Sorry. The more you're going to learn and the better you will be. All right. All right, guys, I will see you back here at 11 o'clock to finish the look with some shimmer and lashes. All right. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye for now.